Okay, Year 5, welcome to Week 3 Maths Pack. We're going to look at a few things that I noticed that we had misconceptions about in the last Maths Pack, and then we're going to look at a couple more word problems. So, one of the things that I noticed a couple of people struggled with was when we've got things like 4 3/5 plus 3 8/10. So, how do we work this out? Well, the first thing we can do is convert them to decimals. We all know our conversion, we've done a lot of that in school. So 3/5 as a decimal, well, we know we've got 4 as our whole number, so it's 4 point something, okay, and 3/5. So 3/5, well, we know that 1/5 is 0.2, 0.20. So we know that 2/5 would be 0.40, so 3/5 is 0.60. So we've got a 4, so it's 4.60. And then we're adding 3 8/10. So 3 8/10 would be 3 point R. We know our tenths, we don't need to convert these, so it's 80, because it's 8/10. And we add them together. So 0 plus 0 gives us 0. 8 plus 6 gives us 14. Remember, our decimal place never moves. 4 plus 3 equals 7, plus our 1 is 8. So we have 8.40. Now, what we can also do is convert that back into a fraction. So we know we've got 8.40, and we know that could be 8 4/10. Or we could simplify that to 8 1/5. Well, if we know that 1/5 is 0.20, we know that 2/5 is 0.40. So 8 2/5. So any of these three answers are fine. So our next one that we found a little bit tricky are adding fractions when we have different denominators. So here we've got 2/5 plus 6/15. So the first thing we've got to do is find the lowest common denominator, the lowest number that both of these numbers go into. Now, we know that if we do our 5 times table, 5, 10, 15. 5 does go into 15. So we can leave this one alone. We don't need to change it because 5 does go into 15. But how many times does 5 go into 15? Well, to get 5 to 15, I have to times 5 by 3. Okay, so now I've got two denominators that are the same. Now, I've not done anything to this one. I've left it at 15, so I can leave my numerator at 6. However, whatever I do to my denominator, I must do to my numerator. So if I've times 5 by 3 to get to 15, I have to times 2 by 3. Okay, because whatever I've done to my denominator, I must do to my numerator. So 2 times 3 equals 6. So we have 6/15 plus 6/15, which will give us 12/15. And there's your answer. Right, okay, so looking at question 1. Smee has £72. He spends 3/8 of it. How much does he have left? So the first thing we need to do is 72 divided by 8. Because we divide by the denominator and then multiply by the numerator. So we need to do 72 divided by 8. Now, if we know our times tables, and we can do the inverse, 8 times what equals 72? Well, we know that 8 times 9 equals 72. So if 8 times 9 equals 72, 72 divided by 8 equals 9. Now, he spends 3/8. Now, we've worked out 1/8. So 1/8 of 72 equals 9. But we need to know 3/8. So what we do is we times 9 by 3, which gives us 27. So he has £72, he spends 3/8. So he spent £27. So we get our £72 and we subtract 27. Now, to subtract 7, again I can do it, but it's going to give me negative numbers and I don't want that. So I need to get a 10 from next door, and that becomes 12. Okay, 12 minus 7 gives us 5, and 6 minus 2, or 60 minus 20, gives us 4 or 40. So he has £45 left. Okay, so on a straight line, angle A is 35 degrees. Angle B is 74 degrees. What is angle C? Now the first thing we need to know, that a straight line equals 180 degrees. We know that a full circle is 360 degrees. So a straight line after that is 180. Okay. So we've got two measurements. We've got 35 and 74. So we need to add those together first. So we've got now 35, which is angle A, and angle B, which is 74. 5 plus 4 gives us 9. 7 plus 3, or 70 plus 30, gives us 100. So we've got 109 degrees in total. We need to now work out what angle C is. So we know that A and B combine to make 109 degrees. We know that in total that straight line is 180 degrees. So to find angle C, we need to subtract that 109 degrees from our 180. Okay, because we've added these two together, angle A and angle B, to give us the total of angle A and B. Now we need to subtract that total from our total of the straight line, which is 180, and this will give us our answer for angle C. So 0 take away 9, going to give us a negative number. We don't want that, so we need to exchange from next door. So 10 minus 9 equals 1. 7 minus 0 equals 7. And 100 minus 100 equals nothing. So we have 71 degrees. So we now know that angle C equals 71 degrees. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed pack 3. This is our last one on pirates, and then we will be moving on to something else. So hope you enjoy. If you've got any more questions, put them in the post section, and things you're stuck on, and I'll include them in the video for the week after. Stay safe.